Wait. Okay, yeah, here we are. Back at it again. At the stray cat crossing. Doug does a backflip and knocks over the lamppost. Alright, so, yeah, I was expecting, I mean, there are a lot of things this game didn't deliver on, like I said, but it at least gave us cats. Thank goodness there was actually a cat. Aside from the one at the title and on the screen. Anyway, if you remember last time when we left off with this game, we were going to try and see if we could get cake. Because god damn it, we were promised cake! We were promised cake and then cake was not delivered and I feel like justice was not served. But, right, but if the cat on the title screen was never explained, and there's a cat in the logo too, but if that was never explained, it would have made no sense. So at least there was a logical basis for the cat in the title screen, and a cat was present in the game proper. Anyway, but it was going to take a little bit for me to get back to where we needed to be at, so we called it an evening. But here we are now. I've got a save state. I want to tell you guys this because in my recording, it didn't show up correctly. But, well, one, hang on, I wrote some notes to myself while I was playing through. First off, you can try to give the crystal swan to the little ram kid, and he's gonna be like, blah, this is boring, you're boring, get out. Doesn't really say it like that, but that's, that's basic gist. That, I didn't know you could do that. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, the game doesn't actually, I mean, I noticed on the developer's blog that they don't actually refer to the save goblin as Save Boy, and I'm not sure if they're doing that out of spoiler purposes, or if they just really don't have a name for him, but it would seem that Milton would be his name, because if you take out the chests that had, the items in them— hey! Sophie. There would be, just if you take out the ones in items, there would be the ones for the two sets of the twin names, the potential names for the twins. Mom, Dad, and then Sebastian and Milton being the dog and presumably the boy. Anyway, just a thing I noticed. One other thing I noticed is that in one of the cutscenes, there was a cutscene where it got all glitchy and staticky after we left, the Sphinx's house, after the whole, maybe right before the whole, red larva thing. And we couldn't tell what it was because it was lagging too much. But if you whenever you watch it properly, it shows the Sphinx, but her head is like turning into a big bug head. Like it's kind of flickering on and off as like a big bug, and it's got like little feeler things moving around. So that's where that's what the bug one at the end relates to, I'm guessing. I mean, that we see wandering around later in that thing, where she showed up from, with Everett. Anyway, cake! I went through all the motions. We still have our egg. We've actually got a surplus of keys and tickets. I didn't realize that those traveled with us too through the time loop, so I've just been getting them every time, and now I have like a bunch. Go away, or mommy might think I'm boring too. I think that little goat kid might be... No, I want Sydney. I want the crystal swan. Wait, do I already have... No! I already gave the swan away! Fine, give him the freaking soldier, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. Oh wait, can everyone hear me? I didn't even check to make sure. Radical! That's what I like to hear. Dawn! By the way, oh, I guess I should tell everyone, I'm going to be traveling on Thursday and Saturday. I don't know if we're going to be able to stream on Thursday. We might try to sneak in another stream prior to that, so if you're all interested, I'll post a message here, and also probably on the stream's Twitter. Just keep your eyes peeled. But Saturday, I might see if I can stream something, and maybe Dawn can join me, since she will be in the same vicinity as me. For actual Halloween proper. Nah. So, did our mom just walk around in a kimono all the time? The twins are coming. It might be difficult to stay. Drama! Let me get back again into it. It is. Anyway, the other thing I noticed is that, in the part where if you refuse the scarf and the parents, talk about the children coming right in front of Kat, the twins coming, like, there might not be, we have to prepare, we have to get, prepare the room. There might not be room for Kat, and I realized they're probably meaning it in the sense of, if we put the crib in here, our house might not be big enough to have for Kat to have her own room. But at the time, I was thinking, like, well, Kat's just gonna have to, we're just gonna have to get rid of Kat. Well, that's the way it's gonna have to be, which I assume is how Kat interpreted it as well, being 5 years old and all. So do you think that all these ghosts... Blah, blah. Do you think that... Excuse me. Alright, so now we need to go drop off the script, but not the egg! Do you think that... Oh wait, I guess we can't in this playthrough. Did I donk it up? Maybe I did. Was I supposed to do something differently? I don't remember. Probably. Probably should have done that before. My bad. Hold up. If I ever die in a horrible accident, I hope that my ghost continues to hang around the area haunt and puts on weird plays for whoever caused the accident. Except I hope they actually deliver on being super weird. Okay, this is better. Wait! How do I get the script? And then also get it to the... I guess I can't do it in this one. Carrie, you fool! Now you have to sit through this whole damn thing again! Why would you ever do that? I'm sorry! Forgive me. I'll go fast. Plays and phantoms, they do go well together, you're right. Spooks in cinema. Movies and... malicious spirits. Movies macabre. There we go, there we go. I don't know if I've sat through the entirety of Phantom of the Opera. I know the gist of it at any rate. I'm just wondering, how did Kat figure out that she was Kat? Films and phantoms, plays and poltergeists. Sophie! Oh, I have it. Here. Here, excuse me, why am I so tired? Because this game puts me to sleep! Ha! This play is a snooze fest! Which is to say your life is a snooze fest, Kat! Three out of 5 stars! Alright, Boogie pointed out, actually I had noticed it just like an hour or so before, but the developers blog for this game, they mentioned that Benjamin's masks are based on traditional Korean masks, sort of a parallel to the masks that Mother wears. Well, Mother doesn't wear one, but the what's her face, the caterpillar, who's also like a mother stand-in situation thing, does, which is neat. Not explained at all, but neat. Doesn't seem to make as much sense because I'm pretty sure, because it looks like Mother is actually Japanese, maybe, but, or some sort of Asian, but I'm pretty sure Dad's like hella blonde, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but whatever. Mask appreciation life. Let's get this over with. By the way, how are you guys doing today? It's 1 week to Halloween. Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you stoked? Ooh. An experiential fusion of world theater. By the way, I do think... No, I'll wait till we get to the actual... the end sequence. I know we talked about wondering why... What was with the skulls? It was with the ram skulls, but then I remembered that the story that was apparently her mom's favorite to tell her was the one about the ram and her son. Though I don't actually understand why you would tell that story to your child, because it doesn't seem like a very good bedtime story, because it's like, and then the child got eaten at the end. Oh no, I hear rustling. Who's a rustling? Hey! Okay, sorry about that. The dog was tearing up a bag, and then I remembered I hadn't turned on my pumpkin light. I also read in the Builder's Guide that the baby faces were intentionally intended to be like a monster that, as was suggested by the play in the beginning, the movie we found, stole identities by, taking on people's faces. But that was really all they said on the matter, and I was a little disappointed because it's like, why is it not talked about what happened there? But I don't know what's going to happen when we do this. Shit! Shit! God damn it, I forgot to give the egg! Ah! Carrie! Carrie, what did you do? God damn it! I'm so sorry. This was only supposed to take like a couple minutes, but I have clearly screwed it up majorly, like twice now. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Carrie, why didn't you make a save after you got through this part of the game? Like, after you got the script, after you went to the next cycle. I don't know, okay? Don't judge me! I was just so excited about cake. Now I know how Rika feels. God. I've never actually read the, Higurashi novels, the novel version, anyway. Just the anime. I remember when I first saw that, though. When I first saw the anime, that really messed me up. I was like, I couldn't because I saw it. I saw like the first episode they were showing as a preview at a convention I was at. It was a little small convention, probably in its like first or second year. Um, and I wasn't expecting it at all. It totally threw me for a loop. Oh yes, I'm pumped. Super pumped. I freaking love Little Brothers, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah! Go faster. Ugh. Why are you always so selfish? Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm gonna really do it this time. Boo! 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 Maybe you should have rehearsed. I mean, what, guys? It's been like, what, 15 years? You had 15 years to rehearse! And you get, you telling me the script has been missing for 15 years? I find that very hard to believe. It's not realistic. I don't buy that for a second. Quit making excuses and learn your script. You babies. Throw tomatoes. Okay, I'm saving. God. Okay, I fed the dog. So nobody won't be bothering me getting all uppity anymore. Improvised act. Why is it an improvised act that- oh wait, time delay. I was like, why is it the same improvisation every time? It's weird that there's a baby backstage with dressed up like Cat in the Hat, but we never actually see that baby in the see that character in the play. So what was that all about? You just sit backstage the whole time and think about eating popcorn? Don't forget to give the baby the egg. You're using fancy terms, Boogie! Such a nuanced critique. With the absence of attention to realism or theatricality. I think I like it. This is art! This is an art game! Art! Wait, hang on. Go save the freaking game, Carrie. I must have not saved it before because I was worried I would screw up the timeline. And have to do the whole thing over again. Don't worry, Carrie, you got this. But really, what are you doing? What are you contributing to anything? Nothing. You contribute nothing. What's that? You have an egg. You wouldn't mind if we took it, would you? I knew he wouldn't fail us. We're going to bake a cake. You can come by later if you want some. You're damn right I want some! I want some cake so freaking bad! I actually had a slice of cake earlier. It was delicious. The play is about to begin. It's the final countdown. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Actually, if I don't go through this door, do I still yell it or just... Women, how? How, baby? Shaking two babies in a costume. How do I get this cake? It is a good song. So good I sang it there, even though there really isn't a countdown. I don't know if that was Benny Power, but I mean, the same way he was angry. I feel like in a lot of respects, all of the characters we meet represent aspects of mother, father, and Cat herself. Different, different facets of their personality. Facets, but sides. Um, but like I think that the one that we saw at the beginning, the one that's ushering us back to the play, had a different mask face than the one we see whenever we go to the one that gave us the scarf, or that we see in the ticket booth, and it's a different one than we see down in the toy maker room. So I don't know if they're actually the same person. Neither of those two has actual portraits. The only one that has portraits is the one we see in the ticket booth. Facets. Hi, Maury. You're just in time. I was right. Different faucets. Faucets of a personality. You turn them hot and cold. Your personality faucets. You know. For people who take a long time to, if they don't get angry easily, it's because it takes a long time for the hot water to turn, to turn. I have a sink like that. One of my sinks, the water turns hot really quickly, and my other's like it takes forever. Same with the shower. But at least the showers here aren't quite as finicky as the ones in my apartment were. Where like just a slight adjustment to it is like the difference between scalding and freezing. They only talked about the twins, or moving away, or Mommy's illness, which is never elaborated on! Though I assume it has to do with, the good doctor. Mommy stopped reading to me at bedtime. Benjamin stopped giving me presents. And so, I thought that when we first played this, I thought that it was going to end up with her being like, I killed them. But then it didn't. Here we are! The final act. This is a cat. She has run away from home. She is very sad. So sad. Her disease is vagitis. Oh no! That's often fatal. Sometimes. Sophie, come on. Come here, come here. I'll give you pats on the head. You don't have to pass too? Also, it also taught me, he also, like, Say Gremlin mentions that his eyes were burned up, and like, what? Are you staring directly at the sun, buddy? Why are you saying that so casual-like? Keep your eyes on the road, man! Thank you. It's a cat! Hey! What's up, Rival? You're just in time. We're actually, yeah, it took us longer to get there than expected because I accidentally forgot to give the egg. Well, actually, I screwed up and forgot that I had to redo the cycle once more. And then I forgot to actually give the eggs, so we had to redo that again. We're getting... So we had to start over. Nice to meet you, cat. My name is... I assumed it was Cat's mother's doctor. Cause I know that well, it's possible that it might be Cat, and I also considered that. I know that they have a plaque in their study dedicated to Johann, but his name is Benjamin, but we don't know what his last name is, so it's possible that Johann was his father or a relative, and that he is also a doctor. Dr. Dad. Anyway, we're in our pursuit of cake. We gave the egg. We're going through the cycle. All in one fell swoop. I don't know if... I don't know if there really is anything that happens after this. I don't know. We're all in it together. It sure is a collection of ideas, indeed. So why doesn't he get out of the road? Like, she's in the middle of the road. And they the ones that saw the car first, but they just stood... I mean, I understand that it was probably coming quickly, but at the same time, it's like... Buddy! You were closer to the edge of the road than she was! Thanks, Cat. Thanks for coming back. Well, he's blind, but he can hear the car! And his dog is supposed to help him see! And he was walking along the side of the road, so I assume that he knows where he was standing. And I don't know why anyone didn't get out of the way. No one moved at all. The cat moved. The cat was the only one that moved. Now you might be upset now because there's nothing. It seems like there's nothing. But wait! But wait! Holy shit! Ah! The cake! 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 Motherfucking cake! Yeah, boy! What? What? I actually knew this was going to happen. I actually did play through to make sure that there would be a cake. I wouldn't have played this with you guys if there wasn't going to be a cake. I don't know what happens now otherwise. There might be absolutely nothing else that changes, but I do not freaking care because I wanted to play through this to prove to you guys that there was a freaking cake. You had to just do it all in the same cycle. And then boom, cake. Cake. I had someone who came into the guest who came into the chat and they left. I'm sorry my shouting about cake scared you off, visitor. A tasty looking slice of cake. Take the cake. We really took the cake! A delicious looking cake. But yeah, like, I have no idea. I'm glad that there was actual cake to be had. And even if nothing else in this game was elaborated on, well, I guess, you know, there were so many things left unsaid, so many so many threads left untied. Wait, threads? Is that what you normally say? Is that expression? Several things left unresolved is what I'm getting at. So I'm very happy that at the least we got closure on our cake. We got cake closure. Can we get the cake to the Polar Gremlin right on it? Sorry, my stepdad, or actual dad, I think, just killed you with his car. I don't think that, I don't know what happens now. This is all new from here on out. Whether anything changes, whether it's all the same, it's a mystery. But at least we got cake. Well, there is a scene where they talk about, she's like, whoa, wait a minute, you're driving too fast. He was panicked and not driving very well and driving too fast. So really, if anyone should be blamed, it's Benjamin. But you know, whatever, Cat. Blame yourself for 15 years. That's fine. Cat grats. Ah. It wasn't your fault, Cat. Blah, 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 blah. We don't blame you, Cat. Blah, 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 blah. There are millions of daddies in the world. Blah, blah, blah. Millions of girls get to have a daddy's love. Blah, 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 blah. So everyone died 20 years ago. What happened? What happened 5 years later to screw up cats and turn on clock? I don't know. But I do assume that Cat did survive, that she isn't dead. I think that she might have repressed the memory, but it's weird that it took 5 years. That Cat's been living on the streets. Or maybe 5 years ago was when she actually finally left the house. She lived in the house for an additional 5 years before she left and repressed everything. Dad? You want some cake? Oh no, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Huh. Like, I honestly, I got my cake and I don't care. Look at me! Thinks about Ava. What else is new? They hate me, hate me. I don't hate you. The twins, mom, dad. Even the boy with the camera. They'll forgive you as long as you don't forget them. They'll forgive you as long as you don't forget them, Cat. Oh, right, I have to keep walking now. You fixed the clock. Time isn't frozen anymore. This house, it's only a memory. It's fading. You need to leave. Follow me, please. I want this. Dad was a glasses character. I had to assume these are all what-if sort of scenarios. I do think that cat is alive. Or else we're the only one that's really dead. No, I'm just messing with you. Cat. I know it's hard, but don't forget about me again. Oh, don't forget me again. Okay? Promise? Promise. Look how lanky we are. Look how small he is. So tiny. Bye! Yet another unresolved! Well, instead of running the whole way now, we just sit and we casually eat our cake while we walk along. Anyway, I was thinking about the ending, this ending here. And I wondered, part of me wasn't sure. I was like, maybe there is some secret, because whenever they were asked on the FAQ whether or not there were, how many endings there were, instead of saying there's only like one ending, the developers say there is only way to get to, only one way to get to the end, which is a very curious wording, which makes me think that there are other ways you can get to get to an ending that aren't the end, or it says like, what is the actual verbiage? Hang on. Here we go. Oh, there are multiple endings? There is only one ending to finish the game. It's suspicious sounding. It's like, what's up with that? But that costume might also be, just a whole lot of nothing. But it did make me wonder, and that's why we pursued this. Also because of cake. I mean, that was really... Bye! I had to assume that this ending bit, though, perhaps it's her finally coming to terms with what, happened. Because it's like this whole thing has been her trying to repress all that jazz. And we end up stopping at the car. So perhaps it's her finally, being like, "Ah, yes, that did indeed. That sure was a thing that happened. That definitely did occur." So you know what my question is, though? The car is turned the opposite way from where it was driving. I guess we were looking on. I mean, Cat was coming from the opposite side before. Anyway, kind of a letdown, but at least we got cake, so I can't even. Metaphor for letting go, moving on. Yes, basically. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm gonna stop the recording, and then we're gonna play, Sleeping Mary, Dreaming Mary, Mary something.